All right, so basic rundown of my system. What's powering it is a Max EverStart 12-volt battery. It's one of these batteries I got from one of my old cars. Doesn't have to be any serious grade battery, but I am looking to switch over to a marine grade battery, a marine deep cycle battery. That's what's best since I'm going to be charging it over and over again. So a marine grade deep cycle battery is best for the system. So with the pump, I am using Everflow 5.5 GPM gallons per minute pump. So this pump, best recommended to use 1/2-inch hose, 1/2-inch inlet, and 1/2-inch outlet. So basically what that means, the hose that is coming from whatever tank you're sucking your mix from, whether it's water, chemical, greaser, whatever it is, the inlet hose is 1/2-inch, and that wraps around. I have that on the bulkhead, so it's inside the tank. Let me show you. This is my batch mixing tank. So there's some chlorine in there still. You can tell I have a bulkhead. I have a bulkhead up under there with a 1/2-inch PVC pipe that goes all the way to the bottom of the tank. All right. So with that, on the top of the bulkhead, I have a 1/2-inch elbow, with 1/2-inch hose. That hose comes around and basically goes into the inlet side of my pump. The inlet side of my pump has another 1/2-inch elbow with a threaded side that threads into the inlet side of my pump. Okay, so that's the inlet portion. With the outlet portion, I have another elbow with a threaded side that I have another piece of 1/2-inch hose, which is basically my whip line that comes into the inlet side of the reel. You know what I mean? So on the end of this inlet and this whip line, I have a quick connect that allows me to pop this in and out. Sorry about that. I had the ice cream truck honked at me. With the outlet hose, I have that on the quick connect, which allows me to change it, or if this gets bad, the swivels get bad on this whole system, I can always change these parts, whatever. So it makes it very convenient. Then just pull that back, put that in there. So that's going into the reel. On the very end of the reel, deep inside, there's a connection that's made with my 12-inch, my 1/2-inch hose to the reel that allows the chlorine to, go through that or whatever. So on my hose, I have roughly about 250 feet of 1/2-inch Flexzilla air hose. This is the air hose. Very good for spraying chlorine. Very good. Very flexible. It's not gonna give you any problems. It could withstand the rust and everything that comes with chlorine. Basically here, I have a couple guns that I made. This right here is one of my go-to guns. It's one of the Suttner guns. Everybody that does pressure cleaning or sprays chlorine knows a lot about the Suttner gun. I have, I think, probably say a foot of PVC with the 45-degree elbow, and with another quick connect that allows me to put on my J-rods on and off. So I could change different tips. I could spray different patterns. On the back of my gun, it's hard to do everything in one hand. But on the back of my gun, well, the back of, on the end of the hose, I have another quick connect set up on there. So if I decide to change different guns, or you know, if I want to go something different, I can always pop that quick connect on. And then there's a 3/8 nipple on the gun to allow me to connect that. I have that on all my guns. So that's one of the guns. There's another gun that I have. You know, this is probably like $15, no more than 15 bucks with the parts at Home Depot. You know, makes everything very easy. This is one of my lightweight guns in case I wanna carry this big gun right here. I can always go through this. I have one more gun I'm making, and that's just gonna be with the Sutner gun and the quick connect. So it's gonna be no extended PVC piping or nothing. So that's basically that rundown with that. So yeah, this right here is, if y'all see on my TikTok, this was my first trailer build. Is missing the pressure washer. I end up taking that pressure washer off because that pressure washer no longer is with us anymore. It's, you know, it's deceased. But I got my buck out of it. You know, it lasted a while, so I wasn't mad with that. But I have another trailer build that I'm building. I still have to sand and everything, and repaint that trailer that I got, and put the woods down, and you know, do a whole bunch of other stuff before I start setting that up. But this is what I've been using so far with my truck. So all right, so with that being said, gave you guys the whole rundown, bits and pieces of, you know, how my soft wash system is operated on this trailer. If you do have any questions or any concerns or any tips that could better my system, you know, corrective criticism, anything, just let me know. Give me a text or a comment, or whatever platform I decide to post this video. You guys will see it probably on Facebook or on TikTok and stuff like that. So y'all give me some feedback. If you have any questions, just, you know, write in the comment section. But now I'm going to basically give y'all the insight and show you guys how I operate the system. You know, this right here is my normal batch mixing tank. You can see the bulkhead right there where the chemical is being sucked out of, and this right here is just an extra tank that I have on the trailer in case I need a little bit more chlorine. So this is just an extra, but for the purposes of this video, I filled it up with straight water so I could show you guys how this pump works. So I'm going to be taking the hose out of the 1/2 inch bulkhead fitting with the nipple on there, and take my end hose and put that into the tank of water. With that being said, inline hose being into the tank of water, just so you guys know, there's no chlorine in this tank. It's strictly water for demonstration purposes only. My battery, my negative terminal is connected. Once I connect the positive or touch it, you can hear everything going, and you can see the water going off, right? So before I do that, I'm gonna show you guys how everything works. Okay, click that. I'm gonna go ahead. Soon I'm gonna get a switch put on here, so I wouldn't have to keep going back and forth and disconnecting the battery on and off switch. That's gonna be my next thing. Also with a proportioner, so I won't have to batch mix anymore. Once I get a proportioner, then I can have my mix being pulled out of 3 different tanks, and that's just gonna be easier than batch mixing. But as of right now, this is what I'm working with, and it's pretty simple. Anybody could get it, you know. So I'm gonna go ahead and connect that part to it. You know, you heard the pump going off, and once it goes off, you know that the pump is working. But once it goes silent, then you know it's built up enough pressure. And you could feel the hose, it's nice and tight, so you know that the hose has built enough pressure. So this is my gun right here, one of my guns of choice. I have one of my quick connects on there, and basically all you do is just pull the trigger and it sprays. Pull the trigger and it sprays, right? And then if you decide you are on the ground and you want to change your tips to a longer stream, you put it on your shooter tip, which is the big tip with the round orifice, you know, and then you shoot it. It's a little bit of soap in there, but strictly water. You know what I mean? That's basically it right there.